We are live on the air. It's your pal Hal here on Backchannel. What's going on, folks? Hope you're having a good one. I hope your day hasn't completely gone off the rails yet. Don't worry. Give it time. Nah, I hope your day stays on the rails for the entirety of the day. You know what? I hope it's a good one, on the rails completely. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for joining us here with your pal Hal. And it is 11:02 on the West Coast, and it is 2:00 on the East Coast till 4 p.m. on the East Coast. I'm going to be with you till 1 p.m. on the West Coast. So please, for the ride, hang with us, stay with us, and enjoy. I would love for you to participate in this show and be a part of us, talk to us, comment on what we're doing, comment on my hair as I'm messing with here, and you could do that by addressing your smart device. Get your smart device's attention. I'm not a smart device because I've been told that can set off a chain reaction in your home. I might say your smart device's name, and then your smart device will shut off your lights, will power down your oven as you're cooking your Christmas goose. It will, I don't know. Do you have control of the nuclear codes? Is your smart device connected to the nuclear codes? I don't know, but I am not going to say the name of your smart device. So what you can do is say the name of your smart device to talk to our show, and then use the magic word "say." All right. From there, you can drop anything in there. Smart device, say, yes, I have the nuclear codes, and I am hanging by a thread whether or not to use them. By the way, let me talk you off the ledge. Don't use the nuclear codes today. Don't launch the missiles. Or let us know how your holidays have been. Smart device, say, I am hungover from my holiday party. Smart device, say, I made a complete and total ass of myself at the office Christmas party. Or you can also talk to us on Backchannel.tv. Backchannel.tv. And it's great to have folks hanging out with us. I started very early this morning. Took my wife to the airport at 4:30 a.m. That's the kind of husband I am. Oh, yeah. Full service husband. When I put this ring on, bam, I go into husband mode. When I take this ring off, still a husband. I just, I don't like to sleep and shower with my ring on because, oh, God forbid that ring slides off. Yeah, wife guy report. Very nice. I went full husband mode. Taking my wife to the airport. Thank you for that quick Chiron, Travis. Travis Reeves, our producer, best Chiron guy in the biz. Yeah, I go full husband. I take out the trash, do chores around the house, love my wife like nobody's business. That's some good husbanding. I try to do some good husband stuff. Yeah, took my wife to the airport. She's going to spend the holidays with her mom because no one wants no one wants their mom to be alone on Christmas, and I will be here with the dogs. So I will be alone on Christmas. No, I'm gonna spend it with some friends, and I'll be a-okay. But I'm glad that I wish I could see my mom over the holidays. Gee whiz, I'm getting all sappy here. Do you miss your family? Are you spending holidays with your family? What are you doing for the holidays? Let us know in the chat. You can join in by, again, getting your smart device's attention. Use the magic word "say." Smart device, say, and then tell us what you're up to for the holidays. Or again, go to backchannel.tv, backchannel.tv. And hanging out with us, helping us for this, the far reaches, the outer reaches of live streaming here on Backchannel is our friend producer Travis. Producer Travis, what is happening? What's going on in your world right now?
I got a package today.
Oh my goodness. This early in the morning. Well, it's not that early. It's 11:07.
I went for my, it's cold. Whenever it's cold, it feels like it's 7 a.m. until like 1 p.m. to me.
Sure. Is there a chance that the package came yesterday and you're just finding it now?
No, I got the FedEx delivery notification. In fact, I went for my morning constitutional around the neighborhood where I...
Is that a jog? Is that a walk? Is that you skip? How do you how are you moving on that?
I mixed it up. Today it was a walk because it was cold.
Okay.
It was just a walk. Sun was out, soaking up them UV rays, saying hi to the dogs in the neighborhood. Big dog neighborhood. I like it a lot.
Sure.
And as I made my way back to the house, there was the FedEx truck that had just dropped off that package.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So, Travis, you ordered something and it just arrived.
Yes. In fact, I have it right here.
Let's see what Travis ordered.
Fantastic.
Crack it open. Here's a segment called Travis Got a Package.
Okay.
I like what it says there. It's a little sad how excited he is. Listen, packages are very, very exciting. Very exciting.
And it's the holiday. I know I wrote the Chiron, but it's the holidays. It's nice to get stuff. So I know exactly what this is. Not but 2 nights ago, I was sitting freezing to death in my living room, recognizing that I didn't have enough warm clothing. So I went online, and I believe this is just one thing because I'm a shopper. When I want something, I shop around. I check.
You go get it.
I go get it, and I get the thing I need. I'll check different stores. I'll spend 45 minutes looking for a pair of gloves, which is exactly what I did, and that is why I got from UnderArmour.com. Now this is me begging for a sponsor. A pair of gloves that I can use for more active uses, more outside. Because I've got these gloves here that are sort of, I'm going to go out in my day.
A cloth glove.
They're nice, but I don't want to get them all sweaty or weird. And that's why these are the sport gloves, baby.
Talk to us through the different materials, the feel. You gotta give us full sensory immersion into these gloves. I want to feel like I'm wearing that glove on my naked hand.
Of course, I'll give you the full rundown.
My hands are nude right now.
I don't know how you're doing it. It's cold. It's not even right now. It is colder in Los Angeles than it is in Cincinnati, Ohio.
That goes against the laws of physics.
Yeah.
And we are in end times. I think we can all agree on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The shelf life for Earth is nearing its use by date.
There was a tweet I saw yesterday that said it was from a teacher saying all these kids in my class talking about what they want to be when they grow up. Like, come on, guys, you're not growing up.
Oh boy. Yep.
But anyways, that's why we got to appreciate the small victories, like new gloves. So for those of you that don't have visual, these are UA Storm gloves, and there's so much water represented in the graphic design. I believe that means that they're supposed to be water and wind repellent. It's a fleece glove, and there's an icon up in the top left that dictates that I'm going to be able to use my phone while I wear these, and isn't that cool? Here's the best part. MSRP was $40. I got them for $12 on sale.
Oh, snap. Wait, go back to that. How are you able to use your phone with it? The fingers have sensitivity?
Just almost like a tire tread on the inside. There is this black rubber-ish material.
Oh, there you go.
Exactly. Here I can.
And you can swipe. You can swipe left. You can swipe right.
You can swipe left. Up. There's a bit of a grip on the inside as well. So I'm not going to drop my phone.
Very nice.
It's some sort of rubber.
It's 11/11, by the way. Make a wish. It's 11/11. Let's take a moment.
I got my wish right here. This is my wish.
I made my wish. Don't tell anyone your wish. As we know, if you tell anyone your wish, it will go. It will fade to the ether. Keep your wish a secret.
Dies on the vine.
Take your wish to the grave. So, Travis, congratulations on the gloves. I hope you keep warm. So you're going to wear those. You're going to wear those around the house. You're going to wear those while you do the show. Now I know you're broadcasting from an ice box, a garage.
Yeah, it feels very much like a refrigerator. If I was produce, I would be good forever in these conditions. Yeah, I'm gonna try them out. I'm gonna see how functional these are, because they claim to be functional, and also built for performance. Lightweight, dries well, and stays warm. We'll see just how true that is.
You were built for performance. Thank you for taking us into the world of your brand new gloves. Good on ya. I hope they're comfy. I hope they keep you warm, and I hope they're as functional as you hope. And that is just fantastic, Travis. Congrats on your new gloves.
Thank you.
Under Armour. If you would like to sponsor Travis, myself, or just the Your Pal Hal show in general, we would love to have Under Armour, home of The Rock. The Rock shills for Under Armour. Steph Curry, a.k.a. Chef Curry. Steph Curry shilling for Under Armour. And here's the thing. We will say, oh, do you want to feel like the all-time greatest three-point shooter of all time, Steph Curry? Put on that Under Armour. Do you want to feel like the hardest working man in showbiz? Former WWE superstar, now box office superstar, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Put on Under Armour. Your Pal Hal, signed, sealed, and delivered. Also, let me tell you something about Under Armour's competitors. You know what I say about Puma? About Puma sneakers?
Yeah.
You'll rupture your Achilles.
Oh, that happened to Marcus Cousins.
Oh, jeez.
Who was a Puma
Oh,
player.
Really?
Yeah. He got signed by Puma and then tore his Achilles.
Oh, my God. In a Puma shoe.
I don't know if his shoe was out then. I'm not sure. But it was when he was playing
Was he wearing a Puma shoe, not his?
That's a good question. I'll update with that.
You know what? Yeah, we're going a little down the rabbit hole of NBA minutia there, but yeah, Boogie Cousins, he hasn't been the same. No. Guy. But yeah, so Under Armour, if you would like to, Travis, you're a little slow on the chyron there, by the way.
I'm waiting for.
I was shilling hard.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about this is that I at no point during that pitch.
Yes.
Did I feel like you were begging? And not that I feel like you should. That was as captivating as the closing scene of Glengarry, Glenn Ross. That was a legitimate. That was a full-on you need me pitch.
I think Under Armour does need me because I think a lot of people, their sportswear, their sweat-wicking materials are renowned, and I think people like them as an athletic wear brand. But their sneaker game, I still think they're lagging behind a little bit when it comes to like the big boys, Adidas and Nike, etc. Yeah. So Under Armour, listen, the lines are open. You can contact myself or producer Travis. We would love to have you with us as a sponsor. All right, let's dive into the Twitter sphere. This is every day we go into the Twitterverse, the Twitter sphere. We see what's trending on Twitter and we talk about it. So this will help you unpack what's happening, what's trending, what are the trending topics, the popular topics, what is LA's for real in the trenches. Yeah. Wow.
Sorry, I was looking at that earlier. It
is colder in LA than it is in New York and Boston.
Yeah.
Dang,
End times.
son.
End times.
Yes, the climate does not like what we've done to the ozone layer, etc. All right, your friend and mine, Jeff Garland, is in the news for all the wrong reasons. Jeff Garland has been fired from the Goldbergs. There was a 3-year HR investigation, and that's a long HR investigation. So so you know what that says? This is all conjecture. I have no idea what the hell happened. Just what I read, just what I'm reading here with Jeff Garland, star of The Goldbergs, Curb Your Enthusiasm, stand-up comedian, etc. Also, he has I've a friend of mine. He's judged Tournament of Nerd. Friend by friend, I mean casual acquaintance of mine. He's judged my show Tournament of Nerds that I hosted at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater a couple of times, and I've gotten the chance to interview him a couple of times. But unfortunately, Jeff Garland, he's gone from the Goldbergs, let go after complaints about his on-set behavior. So, first off, like he's like the main character. He's the dad of this family sitcom. So it's like, is this it's like a Roseanne leaving Roseanne and it turning to the Connors. So when Mr. Goldberg leaves the Goldbergs, it's going to have to become the Goldberg. Oh no, it already is the Goldbergs. But how do you do that? Do you kill off the character? Do you say that he's decided to he had another secret family all along, and now he just decided to go live with them? What is Wendy McClendon? Wendy McClendon is the wife on the Goldbergs. What's she gonna do? How do you explain that? I think we need. All right. Even though I don't care for her and she said some abhorrent things, and I think we need like the all canceled show where it's like Jeff Goldberg and Roseanne are like they got married and they just say whatever they want, and then you can put this show on on Fox, and it's Jeff Garland and Roseanne as this very politically incorrect, like a new All in the Family, and for canceled people. But I guess that would uncancel them. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I don't know how the politics of that would work. But it's just funny to me that the lead characters on these shows are gone now, but the shows apparently still want to go on. I mean, season 9, I didn't even realize Goldberg was on for that long. I've seen like bits and pieces of the show. I haven't watched too much of it. The ABC sitcom The Goldbergs, after multiple complaints about his on-set behavior. So let's if you want to click on this article from entertainmentweekly.com, I want to give it a read. Let's see what they found out about our pal Jeff Garland. Jeff Garland exits the Goldbergs after HR investigation into multiple complaints over on-set behavior. Jeepers creepers. Oh, Jeff, come on. EW has learned that the actor left the ABC sitcom after numerous complaints of his behavior towards staffers on set. All right, scrolling. We are scrolling. There we go. If you make that just a titch bigger, just a touch, just a titch, just a tad, just a tad, just a titch, just a touch. There we go. Thank you. Jeff Garland has exited the long-running ABC sitcom The Goldbergs following an internal investigation into multiple complaints about the actor's on-set behavior. Entertainment Weekly has confirmed the 59-year-old comedian will not complete filming on the Wendy McClendon Covey starring comedy's current 9th season after staffers approached Human Resources with reports of alleged verbal and physical conduct that made the show staff uncomfortable. Geez, what was the physical conduct? Was he like going around, giving unwanted massages? Yeah. I've hung around with I've known guys like that who are like, "Hey, how's it going? Let me put my hands on your shoulders and rub your shoulders." And it's like, please don't need it. Don't want the uninvited massages. Here's a tip for all the all the folks out there. You know what? Maybe refrain from the uninvited massage. That's a good place to start. Okay, so we'll just move on from there. Yeah, hopefully it wasn't anything too terrible, but it was bad enough that he is leaving the show. According to Hollywood Reporter, the Goldbergs cast and crew were informed of Garland's exit on Wednesday morning. Entertainment Weekly has learned that the decision for Garland to leave the program was a mutual one. Yeah, ABC was like, yeah, you're probably going to have to go. And he's like, all right, I guess I'll go. Like, what's the mutual? You think he would? Yeah, not so sure about that. Like, that he's going to be like, you know what? Regardless of the results of your investigation, I'm going to bounce. I know I'm getting like these delicious paychecks from this long running 9-season show. I'm good. I'm going to just let myself no. Yeah, that's a load of crap. So ABC and the production company Sony declined comment on. There's a misspelling there. No edit. Where's the editor to comment on Carlin's departure? Hey, Entertainment Weekly, a fact. Maybe mix in an editor. Travis, will you tweet at Entertainment Weekly, please? And let them know. No, you don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Skip it.
Okay.
Skip
yeah,
it.
Sure.
Skip it. But yeah, who are they talking about? George Carlin. They wrote Carlin instead of Garland. Departure from the show. Representatives for Garland, like in the same, like in the next sentence, they have it correct. But yeah, didn't immediately respond to EW's requests for comment. Garland, who has starred on the 1980s set comedy since season 1 in 2013, previously addressed the allegations in an interview with Vanity Fair, in which he was asked if he was fired from the show and maintained that he was not let go. He also pointed to an incident involving a joke with a stand-in that he acknowledged was misconstrued, but there was nothing physical about the interaction. I think there's a little more to this article. Let's see. It's possible to scroll. There we go. My opinion is I have my process about how I'm funny in terms of the scene and what I have to do. They feel that if it makes for a quote, unsafe workspace, they feel that it makes for a quote, unsafe workspace. Now, mind you, my silliness making an unsafe workspace, I don't understand how that is. And I'm on a comedy show. I am always kind and thoughtful person. Garland, who played the patriarch of the titular family, I love that word, titular, inspired by creator Adam F. Goldberg's childhood, continued adding that there has been an HR investigation into his behavior for the last 3 years. That's a damn long time. Like is that one incident or that's interesting. I make mistakes, sure, but my comedy is about easing people's pain. Why would I ever want to cause pain for anybody for a laugh? That's bullying. That's just uncalled for. Okay. When asked to elaborate on what people took issue with on set, Garland wouldn't get into specifics, but did indicate that he disagreed with a lot of silly things said about him. If I said something silly and offensive, we could scroll a little bit. And I'm working at an insurance company, I think it's a different situation. If I, as the star of the show, demanded a gun range on set and I was firing guns every day and I was a little bit loose, to me, that's an unsafe work atmosphere. If I threaten people, that's an unsafe work atmosphere. None of that goes on ever with me. Great. So he's not bringing guns to set. Here's the thing. Like, a lot of old school comedy folks are like, you know what? You're screw you and your feelings. But nowadays, you have to be aware of people's emotions and that becoming making an unsafe work environment in that way. Like making someone feel like they don't belong either with like something physical or something like ethnic or racial or sexual. You have to be aware of that stuff. And, some, and if you're a comedian and you're around other comedians, you can bust each other's balls. Hey, look at me. I'm making fun of you. You're making fun of me. And we've got this comedy environment. And I've been in those situations. It's great to have that as a performer. I love that. But if not everyone is in on that, you got to have an awareness. So, yeah, that's interesting. That he says, if I threaten people, that's unsafe. None of that goes on ever with me. That's not who I am. I'm sorry to tell you that there really is no big story, unless you want to do a story about political correctness. Yeah, maybe that's where we are right now. I'm not saying the situation's perfect, but that's the reality we're living in. And you need to respect people's personages. You know what I'm saying? Stacy is in the house hanging out with Tracy. Stacy in Texas. What is up? Glad to have you here. Garland also stars on HBO's beloved Larry David comedy Curb Your Enthusiasm. We don't know what's going to happen there. The Goldbergs might impact his standing on that series. The complaints logged against Garland. All right, there you have it. Jeff Garland. Yeah. It's sad to see this stuff happen, but they you have to be aware, and these are consequences of not being aware and crossing the line and feeling like you said potentially the wrong thing, did the wrong thing. So more will probably come out about this story. Jeff Garland, always enjoyed him. I've got worked with him personally several times. It's sorry to see this happening, but this easy come, easy go. That's it's tough stuff. So hopefully we everyone involved is okay there. Keeping it going with trending topics. All right. Jimmy Carter, former president Jimmy Carter. Looks to be like there's an interesting story here with our what is it? Okay, Obama was 44, Bush was 43, Clinton 42, 39th president. I think he was our 30th. Clinton was 42, Bush Senior 41. Yeah, Reagan 40, Carter 39. I got it. Don't second guess yourself, Hal. You are with it. You're on it. All right, here we go. Wait, what? Jimmy Carter saved Ottawa, also known as Ottawa, Canada. By the way, my Canadian accent sometimes slips into Irish. Ottawa. Oh, you're going to have a Molson and go to the Senators game. But I also, I'm offending many swaths of people, many groups here with my accent, so I'm going to stop. Jimmy Carter saved Ottawa from a nuclear catastrophe, was exposed to 1,000 times the same level of radiation, went on to become president, and is still bouncing around doing good doing good works at the age of 97. Damn. Okay, let's click on this from Jeff Lundeen. Do you remember the world's very first nuclear meltdown? That time, the U.S. president, an expert in nuclear physics, heroically lowered himself into the reactor and saved Ottawa, Canada's capital? Sounds like a schlocky action movie, but it actually happened. First off, by the way, Travis, you bear a resemblance. Come in here, Travis. Do you see the resemblance between you and young Jimmy Carter? Do you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
I think there we let me get Jimmy a little more in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, we got that. He looks like we could if I saw that guy at a family reunion, I'd be like, "You're doing better than I am."
Haha. Oh, he's got that Reeves blood.
Yeah.
First off, how America has fallen. Like we have a guy who was a hero, a nuclear expert, And then we end up with a con man who tries to encourages his followers to storm the Capitol.
This is particularly funny to me because it's always been interesting throughout Trump's presidency how much he was compared to people such as like L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology, who used to claim that he was a nuclear physicist, despite flunking the only class he took in college. So it's just the parallels are shocking, and it's just cool to see that this actually happened.
Yeah. Let's click on this article, that picture of Jimmy Carter, and I want to read the account of this because this is startling stuff. It's interesting. Okay. Oh, there he is, young, fresh-faced. Okay. All right. Scroll. There we go. Thank you, sir. The world's first nuclear reactor meltdown occurred right here in the Ottawa Valley, and a young U.S. naval officer, future U.S. President Jimmy Carter, was brought in and put in charge of containing the disaster 69 years ago this week. Wow. Leading a team of 24 men, 28-year-old Lieutenant Carter courageously had himself lowered into the damaged reactor. Like, let's talk about that for a second. He lowered himself into a damaged nuclear reactor. Trump lowered himself to pay a porn star to shut up. Okay? And no president has probably done this level of heroics. I know, JFK was injured. He was in the war. Many U.S. presidents have served, but this is just crazy. And it's real heroism. Whereas I don't know if you remember this, like really gets my goat, but like Donald Trump saying that he would run, like if he was present at an active shooter situation, he said he would run in, armed or not, to stop the shooter. And I'm just like, wow, that is a pant load full of crap. And that's just what that guy does. And very sad. So continuing. Leading a team of 24 men, 28-year-old Lieutenant Carter courageously had himself lowered into the damaged nuclear reactor. That week, Carter and his team exposed themselves to 1,000 times the level of radiation considered safe by today's standards. So here's another question for you. How come Jimmy Carter, the 39th president of the United States, is not able to, as Marvel Comics might say, Hulk out or turn into a radioactive Spider-Man? Like, that just makes sense. You get exposed to nuclear radiation, you get powers. So maybe his powers were being a mediocre president and living to 97. Travis, what do you got? What are his powers? What's up?
Building habitats for humanity.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Also,
absolutely.
Just in case anyone is unclear as to really what it means to be lowered into a nuclear reactor, it is what you think. This man went down a big, scary Simpsons tube.
Holy crap!
Yeah, much. This was an article based off of taken from an article based off the Fukushima meltdown, where similarly at that point, to put into context, when that happened in Japan, elderly citizens volunteered to go in because they're like, we're old anyways. Like, this is obviously a suicide mission. Right. So for a spry 28-year-old Jimmy Carter to be like, here we go, it's absolutely incredible. So he went in the tube.
That's wild. Yeah. And if anyone wants to see the kind of damage and destruction radiation and this stuff can do, check out Chernobyl, the mini series from HBO. So well done. Excellent performance from Jared Harris in Chernobyl. Continuing, news of the December 12th, 1952 reactor meltdown at Chalk River sent a shockwave of panic among scientists, politicians, and general public around the world. Hydrogen explosions followed the meltdown, which then caused hundreds of thousands of gallons of radioactive water to flood into the core. When the Canadian government turned to U.S. nuclear experts for help, Lieutenant Carter was put in charge of the urgent operation. Carter was one of the few in the world at that time with any expertise in this new technology. First, the reactor had to be shut down and then disassembled and replaced. Carter and his team built an exact replica of the reactor on nearby tennis court to practice each move and track their work as they progressed. Every pipe, bolt, and nut was rebuilt exactly to replicate the damaged reactor. Wow, this is intricate. Jimmy, I feel like I might have heard just like in passing this story because it doesn't seem wholly and completely unfamiliar, but this is wild. That like Jimmy Carter, put some respect on the man's name. Carter, and plus he's just, when you see him talk, when you listen to him, he's a statesman. He's thoughtful, and as Travis said, he does help build for Habitat for Humanity, and he's served as a liaison to broker peace deals, and he's just a gentleman, and a straight up boss doing this stuff. Like, yeah, I'll go in the reactor. Carter divided himself and his men into teams of 3. Each team worked 90-second shifts, rushing in and cleaning and repairing the reactor precisely as they had practiced on the tennis court. A minute and a half was deemed the longest the human body could handle the amount of radiation that remained in the area, even with protective gear. It was still way too much radiation. Carter and his team absorbed a year's worth of radiation in each of those 90-second shifts. Carter's urine was still testing as radioactive 6 months later, and the future president's health was affected for the rest of his life. Wow. And a little bit more there. This nightmare experience affected Carter's views on nuclear power for the rest of his days. His firsthand exposure to Chalk River disaster suddenly gave Carter a more profound respect that the destructive power of nuclear energy, and that influenced decisions he would make a quarter century later in the Oval Office, including his decision to cancel U.S. military's development of a neutron bomb. There you go. Jimmy Carter. This week, 50 some odd years ago, 60, 70 years ago, 1952, did it? December 12th, 1958.
Those are the eyes of a young man who saw too much.
Indeed. What a story. That's some crazy stuff. Jimmy Carter, congrats, Jimmy Carter. You're trending, my dude. All right, let's keep going, see what else is happening in the Twitterverse. Okay, this is a dumb story. We like to read and catch up with dumb crap here. Jackson Mahomes. Is that last name familiar? Sure. Same last name as Patrick Mahomes. This is the brother of Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, Super Bowl champion, MVP, Jackson Mahomes. And there was a little bit of a kerfuffle between Jackson Mahomes and a Kansas City bar. There's an article about it. If you want to scroll through and find the article about Jackson Mahomes and this bar, or let's click on the. Okay. There's Jackson Mahomes. We are sorry that. Okay. So, dear Jackson Mahomes, there is beef. There is beef between the champion quarterback Pat Mahomes' brother, Jackson Mahomes, and a bar in Kansas City. First off, it's good on you hanging out with your big bro and or little bro. I don't even know if he's older or younger, but in Kansas City, where he's doing his thing, where he Patrick Mahomes runs the town. Patrick Mahomes, great generational talent at quarterback. Jackson Mahomes, maybe stay out of the news. It's only probably going to be bad. All right. So this is to Jackson Mahomes. We are sorry that we set boundaries that you tried to ignore. Oh, snap. That did not start well. Oftentimes, people with unearned status and a sense of entitlement think they are above the rules and will lash out at the employee enforcing them. We're sorry we could not seat your very large group. As you probably saw, our bar is very small. We are sorry that you have the reach that you do, or at least think you do, and that instead of using it for something positive, you decided to use it to try and crush a small business. If we keep scrolling, let's see a little bit more of this. Thank you. We survived a global pandemic. We'll survive your ego. Wow. We are sorry you didn't reach out to us first before taking to social media, but then again, that is an expectation we would have from a mature and rational person, not someone who pours water on fans and dances on the memorials of tragically lost people for TikTok clout. Damn. Okay. Don't know exactly what else Jackson Mahomes has been out there doing. We have not been fortunate enough to be born into a much more talented and much more famous family, but we would like to think that if we did have that much luck, we would use our influence in more responsible ways. We hope our apology finds you well. Damn. So they seriously clapped back at Jackson Mahomes. Let's see, is his post. Oh, there we go. We'll survive your ego. This bar responds to Jackson Mahomes' Instagram attack. I want to see this Instagram attack. Is that up anywhere? Details of the confrontation are sketchy, but it's safe to say that at some point this weekend, Jackson Mahomes was not treated how he expected to be treated by Kansas City servers and lashed out at the bar by name using his highly followed verified Instagram account on an Instagram story that was just deleted. Mahomes said the service is absolutely terrible and the servers are so rude. He then posted responses from people agreeing. SOT was attacked by Mahomes' followers on social media and posted a brutal response in the guise of an apology. Yep, we just read that. So, what was leave Jackson Mahomes alone, says Mayor Q. As part of the response, Jackson Mahomes has deleted posts attacking SOT, but left up an undeleted tweet of support from Quentin Lucas. Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas posted after Mahomes dumped water on opposing fans in the level below his club seats. Aha. Okay, so you know what? Here's where I'm coming from. I side with people usually who are in the service industry. Yeah, because it's not fun. It's not. Listen, it's a job, and jobs aren't meant to be fun. I'm very lucky that I get to sit here and chit chat with y'all, but jobs not always fun, and people in the service industry have to put up with a lot of crap, and so normally, like if they don't want to seat you or something, unless it's like something really crappy or some establishment with terrible standards or like or someplace that has just a bad moral compass, usually they're just doing their best to get everybody seated, fed, get your drinks, dealing with drunk customers, getting poorly tipped many times. So I am most of the time going to side with the service industry, and I don't have any doubt that you know what, I could be wrong. But it seems like Jackson Mahomes was a little bit out of pocket on this one. You are hanging out with your pal Hal right here on Backchannel. It's 11:46 a.m. on the West Coast. It is 2:46 p.m. on the East Coast. Going to be here till 4 p.m. on the East Coast. Going to be here till 1 p.m. on the West Coast. I would love for you to chime in. I would love for you to talk to us and let us know what you're up to today. Do you have any thoughts on any of the stories we're talking about? Do you have any thoughts on Jimmy Carter, Jackson Mahomes, Jeff Garland, or anything that's trending on Twitter? Do you have anything coming up for the holidays? You can chat with us. Aylin joined the stream. Aylin, what is happening? Stacy, you can chat with us by getting your smart device's attention using the magic word say and then putting in whatever you'd like to say after that. Smart device, say, this guy sounds like a jerk. Talking about Jackson Mahomes, not me. Smart device, say, I'm just hanging out in my PJs wrapping Christmas presents. Or you can chat with us on backchannel.tv. Backchannel.tv. Go there, participate in the fun. Would love to hear from you. Back to, if you want to bring up that tweet that you had there. More Jackson Mahomes finally. Flew commercial today and reminded myself why I hate airports. You'd be at 7-Eleven making hot dogs if it wasn't for your brother. Ha! Yeah. Oh, sorry you didn't get to fly private, brother of famous guy. Also, son of Major League Baseball pitcher, Pat Mahomes. Yeah. Ratioed. Yeah. Big time. Ratio Hall of Fame. Ooh, that looks like an interesting site. Can we go to the Ratio Hall of Fame? This looks fun. So DM me to submit entries to the Hall of the Ratio. So again, for everybody listening, to be ratioed is when you make kind of an ill-advised tweet and then the comments that disagree with you or are mad at you or are clapping back at you outnumber or just like really rival the likes. Getting ratio is when replies to the tweet vastly outnumber likes or retweets. Great. So let's see if there are any other good. Okay, so Jackson Mahomes ratioed. Let's see what else. Are there any other? Bucks, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Can't exactly make out what this is. It's something with the mostly it's football players getting ratioed. So something about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Detroit Lions. Listen, the Detroit Lions have it bad enough already. They're like 1-12 this season. So yeah, it's that's just adding insult to injury. All right.
That's the score post from Thanksgiving when they lost 14-16 to the Bears got ratioed from their official account.
Oh boy. I just flipped the dining table upside down and smashed the turkey on the floor. I am screaming with rage and anger due to this pathetic excuse of a performance. There are shattered plates everywhere, and the guests are crying while leaving. This is officially the final straw. Well, whoever sent that tweet, you've been a Lions fan. How is that the last straw? The Lions have been the Lions for a minute. Okay. So yeah. All right. So that's the ratioed account, the ratioed Hall of Fame. A couple more trendings that I wanted to get to. Ben Affleck. Let's our poor Boston friend Ben Affleck. Listen, I was very happy about Ben and J-Lo, Bennifer 2.0. But then Ben Affleck. Ooh, thank you, Rob. Rob Schaefer chiming in. What's up, buddy? Glad to have you here. Attorney at law, Rob Schaefer.
Bum.
Thank you, Travis. Rob Schaefer with the clarification, the Lions are 1-11-1. Yikes. A model of futility. So my boy Ben Affleck, don't sleep on Ben Affleck. We're like The Town. Oh my God. The Town is freaking great. And other stuff. Good Will Hunting, The Town. Batfleck, so, but I am a fan of Zack Snyder's the Snyder cut of Justice League. That was pretty good. I didn't want to like it, but I liked it. Ben Affleck went on Howard Stern, and he was just buddying around with Stern, promoting his new movie with George Clooney, The Tender Bar, coming out this Friday. And Affleck says he was being kind in talking about his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, and how they co-parent and stuff. But then he talked about that he said something to the effect of that he drank because he felt trapped in their marriage. He said, "Oh, this is what it's going to be like," and he fell asleep with a bottle of scotch on the couch on a regular basis. In an interview on the Howard Stern show, actor Ben Affleck said he'd probably still be drinking if he had stayed with Jennifer Garner. Yikes. So then that's yeah, listen, being a celebrity, you got a lot of privilege, a lot of doors opening up for you. You got wealth and lots of first world problems. But also, people are going to key in on whatever you say. And if you give a quote like that, like it, even if it's like, I love my wife, Jennifer Garner, it breaks my heart that it didn't work out. She's a great mom to our kids, but I'd probably still be drinking if I were with her and she prompted me into alcoholism or whatever. Yeah, that's the quote they're going to take. So Ben Affleck should probably know better. Howard Stern, one of the great celebrity interviewers, because he he gets people talking. He gets them to be raw, and he's always going to ask the interesting questions. Whether or not people want to answer it, that's another story. But he's always going to go for it to try to make it an interesting interview. Can we click on that? See if there's an associated article with that. Yeah, if you want to click on that HuffPost. All right. Ben Affleck says he drank because he felt trapped in Jennifer Garner marriage. And then Affleck went on Jimmy Kimmel to try to clear it up. Ben Affleck, who has sought help for alcoholism multiple times over his acting career, and good for him for trying to get help, said Tuesday he'd still be struggling to get sober if he had remained in a marriage that didn't work with ex-wife Jennifer Garner. Dang. I'd probably still be drinking, he said in a much criticized interview on the Howard Stern show shared by Access. It's part of why I started drinking alcohol was because I was trapped. Yikes. Oh, scroll down. I was like, I can't leave because my kids, but I'm not happy. What do? He added per People magazine. What I did was drink a bottle of scotch and fall asleep on the couch, which turned out not to be the solution. Affleck, who went to rehab in 2001, 2017, and 2018, driven to a facility by Garner in the latter instance, years after their separation following an intervention staged by her, noted that the marriage had hit a dead end for both parties. The truth was, we took our time. We made the decision. We grew apart, he said. We had a marriage that didn't work. This happens. She's somebody I love and respect, but to whom I shouldn't be married to any longer. Ultimately, we tried because we had kids. Garner's reps didn't immediately reply to HuffPost for comment. But yeah, it came out that Jennifer Garner, and you can't blame her, must have been very hurt by this. Flora Hubbard in the house. Flora Hubbard, thank you for the message. And yeah, very unfortunate. And yeah, at the end of the day, though, I guess you got to watch what you say because it's going to get out there, and people will pounce. That's it. That's it. Sorry, sorry, Ben Affleck, about that. Good luck with your new film, The Tender Bar. There you go. Another trending topic. The boss, Travis. Can you come in here for a sec?
Yes, sir.
I know you're a music guy. Are you a fan of Springsteen? Where are you at with Springsteen?
Love him. I think that for as much as I'm not a regular listener to him, the impact he's had on music, the culture of music, and how music is being written today.
Say that again. You cut off. You second.
Oh, sorry.
The impact.
Big fan. I think his impact cannot be understated, and he continues to use his platform to represent the values that he writes about in his music. Seems like a great guy.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm a fan.
Why?
I'm a fan
what happened to him? What did he do?
Also canceled. The boss has been fired. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Absolutely kidding. Good news for the boss. If you want to search him on Twitter and bring it up, I am a Springsteen fan. We talked last week about Staples Center changing its name to the Crypto.com Arena. Back in like the year 2000 was when Staples was just opening. I went to one of the first ever events there. It was a Bruce Springsteen concert.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it was, and it was awesome. And you definitely saw 50-year-old accountants like standing in the aisles dancing like they were teenagers to Born to Run and all this stuff. So yeah, let's bring up this news. Bruce Springsteen has a huge deal. I'm reminded Bob Dylan did this recently. Bob Dylan, and these are two legends, two songwriting legends that, as Travis was saying in regards to Bruce Springsteen, just had an impact on songwriters and singer-songwriters with just two great American poets, two working man poets, Bob Dylan and Bruce Springsteen. So Springsteen, just like Dylan has, sold his music rights to I don't know who Dylan sold his to. I don't know if you care to look that up, Travis. Either way, but Springsteen sold his music rights to Sony in a deal that may exceed $500 million in value. People briefed on the matter said. So Springsteen selling that music catalog, and that he's got just so many songs, so many hits, and it's very impressive. You got Born to Run, you've got Jungle Land, and then you've got Born in the USA and Glory Days, and just the newer stuff, the older stuff from the 70s. He's a legend, and also I hope I age half as well as Bruce Springsteen. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember his Super Bowl halftime show, Travis?
I do not. I never watched that one.
Okay, yeah, it was pretty damn good. And I know he was in his late 60s, and he did this slide on his knees, just with his guitar, and it was just damn, I'd be I'm half his age, or was, and I would be nervous about hurting my knees. Yeah, there he is, the boss. So congrats to Bruce Springsteen.
Goodness.
Yeah, just doing the damn thing year after year, and it seems like he's just he seems like a thoughtful gentleman. Seems like one of these guys who hasn't made any huge Oh, didn't he have he did have some bad news this past year. He had a drunk driving thing he got pulled over for.
I don't remember that, but I believe it.
Listen, there's one thing for sure. I will bring up the bad news as well. But he seems like to have his heart in politics in in the right place.
Yeah.
And just a thoughtful guy. So yeah, get that money. Hey, Bruce Springsteen securing the bag, as the kids say. Big, massive deal for the boss. It is noon o'clock, noon 01 to be precise, 12:01 here on the West Coast. Oh yeah, Bob Dylan, Paul Simon, Stevie Nicks, Shakira, Neil Young, and many other stars sold all parts of their 100 million. Dylan's deal, Bob Dylan's with Universal. Springsteen sold to Sony. Bob Dylan for 300 million. 300 million. So Springsteen, that's huge. Very nice for him. Go boss. It is 12:02 in the home office right here, my home office in Los Angeles, and it is 3:02 on the East Coast, and it is 2:02 in Omaha, Nebraska. And I thank you for hanging out right here with your pal Hal here on Backchannel. We're going to be going till 1 o'clock on the West Coast, till 4 o'clock on the East Coast, till 3 o'clock in Omaha, Nebraska, just about an hour longer. I would love it for you to participate. Please, do you have a favorite Bruce Springsteen song? Let us know. You can chime in by talking to your smart device and use the magic word "say" to get it to send your message. So smart device, say Glory Days. Smart device, say Jungle Land. Or go to backchannel.tv and chit chat with us there. All right. So we've checked out some trending topics. Anything else catch your eye, Travis, or shall we move on to our deep dive?
One more piece of news.
Yeah, lay it on me, pal.
That speaks to our top of Twitter section news is that Jacksonville Jaguars coach Urban Meyer has been let go.
Gotcha.
Going 2-11 after some recent allegations made by former Jaguars kicker and professional soccer player Josh Lambo that in training camp, Urban Meyer kicked him.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Urban Meyer kicked the guy who kicks the ball.
Yeah, and he was like, "Don't do that." And Urban Meyer was like, "I'm the head coach. I'll kick whoever I want, whenever I want." And that seemed to be, I know we talked about some of his missteps just this week, but yet more, and that was the final straw for team owner Shad Khan.
Yikes. Yeah. I think we did run down some of his nonsense, and Urban Meyer, a short-lived trip to the NFL, and like many college football coaches who try to make that leap into the NFL, it did not go well. It did not quite go well. And it seems like he lost the locker room. It was just like a bunch of egregious stuff. And then kind of gross, like he's a married, 50, 60-year-old guy or whatever. And then there was this video of him grinding on some 20-something-year-old girl in a bar. He wasn't practicing what he preached, and he is now gone.
Exclamation point that I liked was from Pablo S. Tor stating, quote, "My favorite character in the Urban Meyer cinematic universe is, of course, the shirtless boat guy who was allegedly hitting a bong in the mirror of Urban Meyer's Big Ten Network live shot in 2020.
Wait, what?
There's a guy in the back on this boat.
Okay, I see it. Where's the bong?
Let me bring it back to the top. So Urban Meyer, prior to being hired as a Jacksonville Jaguars head coach, was a pundit for the Big Ten Network.
Yes.
And you can see right about
yeah, baby.
Right about Where'd it go? You can see Urban Meyer sort of mouthing.
Wow. That's funny. That's funny.
So, Urban Meyer, we hardly knew you.
Be careful what's in the mirror. I always love have you seen those pictures, Travis, where they're like Craigslist listing fails, where someone takes a picture of a TV or a mirror or something that's for sale, and right there in the lower corner is your private parts, your bathing suit parts, because listen, it's your go naked all day in your home. What you do in the privacy of your home, that's your biz. But be careful if you're going to take a picture and put it out there and you're not wearing pants or a shirt or whatever. Yeah. Because the internet will get you. The internet always wins. All right. So one regular segment we do is the Twitter deep dive. And today there's a legend who is trending, and I'm like, yeah, let's check out her kooky Twitter account. I'm talking about none other than Cher, the one name to rule them all. She was the superstar in the 70s, many comebacks. She's an Academy Award winner for the movie Moonstruck. Listen, the people love Cher. Drag queens love Cher. They love dressing as Cher. She's got an eau de couture, which is a fashion perfume or something there. And we're going to take a look at Cher. Ageless. You know what? If you've got enough money, you can look young in a airbrushed photo for the entirety of your life. Or as Travis, do you remember when we talked about Barbara Streisand and her cloning her dogs?
Yes.
Oh my God, that still haunts me. To this day.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah, the weird stuff. But you know what? Cher, she's a cult of personality. Let's take a look at the one and only Cher, whose namesake was taken in Clueless. Very funny. Okay. Stand and be counted, or sit and be nothing. Don't litter, chew gum, walk past homeless people without smile. Doesn't matter. In 5 years, it doesn't matter. There's only love and fear. That's a word salad. Like Cher's Twitter bio, like some good thoughts in there. Stand and be counted. Okay. Or sit and be nothing. I don't know. Like, you can sit and write the great American novel. You can sit and host the Your Pal Hal show on Backchannel. You can, there's so much you can do. So I don't know if Cher is, it got to be a little bit of a word salad there. So all good. Listen, she's Cher. Cher's going to share. Cher's going to do what Cher going to do. And Cher crushing it in the follower department. A cool 3.9 mil. Don't worry about it, pal. 3.9 million. I got that. I got your Twitter right here. All right, let's see what Cher tweets, shall we? Whoa. Oh my God. 22 hours ago, she tweeted every emoji, literally every emoji. January 4th. Well, midnight the 3rd. I have no idea what this is, because today is the 16th of December, Thursday the 16th. Her tweet is, dancing girl emoji, January 4th. Well, midnight the 3rd. Kissing lips emoji, dove emoji, ghost emoji, dark emoji that 2 hearts, star emoji, birthday cake emoji, ice cream emoji, chocolate bar emoji, acting, tragedy, comedy emoji, music microphone emoji, piano emoji, clapboard for motion pictures emoji, slot machine emoji, rocket emoji, film camera emoji, CD emoji, DVD, candle emoji, crystal ball, orb emoji, bracelet emoji, party emoji. So I gotta finish it. Bear emoji, present emoji, red balloon emoji, red heart emoji, black heart emoji, gold heart emoji, silver heart emoji, orange heart, purple heart, green heart, maroon heart, brick red heart, sky blue heart, peace sign, heart, and a white heart in a red box, smiley face with hearts, smiley face with heart eyes, cool guy sunglasses, smiley face, party's face, the scream emoji, black hand clapping, brown hand clapping, white hand clapping.
You were so close. The answer we were looking for with the fourth emoji was sunglasses. Sunglasses emoji was the answer there, but thanks for playing anyways.
Thank you, Travis. Oy vey. So, share so far a word salad bio, an emoji salad tweet that is undecipherable. Let's keep going. So this is, next we got the tweet that was a treat that was trending. Share. When we were coming out of a movie I saw, beautiful couple. He was taking her pic. She had flowers. I said, "Can I take your pic?" Had my mask on so they didn't know who I was. Yeah, share. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. You're pretty striking with your black hair and like you haven't changed and you've had some work. Like maybe they did know who you were. Okay, maybe just a crazy woman. That me. And lovely couple. With like they look like they're dressed for a wonderful night out and beautiful flowers. So very beautiful couple. And so apparently Cher went to this movie and I think she said later it was West Side Story, and took a picture of this couple. And then, because the internet always wins, Twitter or whoever it was tracked down who this couple was. And so, they got a little love, they got a little shine, and very lovely couple. Wait. So Cher, did she take their picture with her own camera? Like, she's like, "Okay, I'll take a picture for you, and then I'm gonna take one that I'm just gonna put in my little personal collection." That's weird. Like, very nice though. I like that move. I'll do that move, especially pre-pandemic. Less now because like I don't want to touch other people's stuff during these during the time of Omicron. But I always love that. Like, if there's a dad taking picture of his wife and kids or something, I'm like, "Hey, may I take that picture for you?" That's a classic. That's a classic your Pal Hal move. All right, scrolling. See how adorable they are. Take off. Oh, I guess Cher got on a plane, or she's just telling an intruder to take off. Hopefully it's something. Hopefully it's something chill. Whoa. Don't scroll past Cher's perfume, Travis. The eau de couture. I just got my Cher eau de couture today. It smells amazing. It's so Cher. Got it off Amazon, and I'm happy it's legit. Cher, thank you for making this. All right. Cher's perfume. That's from Joni. Okay. Let's keep scrolling. Just saw West Side Story. Cast is amazing. Clap, clap, clap. Rita Moreno broke my heart. Her star still shines. Dancing lady. All right. So West Side Story. It got the Cher seal of approval. Oh, here's a coy little Cher tweet on December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day. Later, sunglasses, kissy lips. Thank you. I wouldn't know those. I probably wouldn't be able to see those sunglasses if weren't for Travis chiming in earlier. Okay, let's see if there's some more crap here from Cher. Why is it when we see a baby, we automatically smile and think, "Aw"? I don't know, because like we are conditioned to say that babies are cute. And they're like, drooling little goo goo gaga machines, like, and they're like, then they grow up and they become disenchanted and life kicks them in the nuts and they're less cute. But they're innocent. It's like, look at all that promise. and then catch up with them 25 years later, and it's like, oh, you too? Yeah, life. That's about it. So yeah, why is it when we see a baby we automatically smile and think, "Aw"? Yeah, because babies are cute and they're innocent. There you go. Surgeon General warns of emerging mental health crisis and rare public advisory. Cher says, "I'm worried young people are a treasure, a source of strength, a candle in the dark. Hope when true evil surrounds us. Our future seems lost. Freedom's not free." Okay. All right. So Cher is upset that young people are going through a mental health crisis. And yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine. I'm so glad. Two things. I am glad that I got to grow up without COVID. Okay. That's a no brainer. Like I got to go, my high school wasn't interrupted. I didn't have like my, senior prom or anything like that. My graduation, I didn't have to do it virtually because we didn't have virtually back then either. So that brings me to my second thing. I'm glad I didn't grow up with social media. I love, listen, social media is a blessing and a curse. There's so much like cool time wasting stuff, and you can find so much information, and it's endlessly amusing as well. But it can also be a dark place. Anxiously awaiting the Hal cologne. Oh, Rob, Hal's eau de parfum. You know what? That would smell like peanut butter and fantasy sports failure. Peanut butter and fantasy sports failure and regret. So maybe like, beer and beer and peanut butter. Yeah, that'd be a good scent for me. I like that. Rob, I'm going to keep workshopping it with my scent scientists, and we'll get back to you on that. Thank you, brother. One night in Vegas, there is Cher looking lovely, photoshopped, airbrushed, but lovely. Listen, I should look half as good at half the age. Cher looking younger than me, meanwhile twice as old. God bless her. God bless the ageless wonder that is Cher. Was watching news about people killed in school shooting. Oh yeah, just the terrible stuff about the school shooting in Michigan. Yeah, so God bless Cher for mentioning that. Travis, go ahead and make your point. I'm going to step away for a second, okay?
All right, sounds good. I got you.
Travis, could you do me a favor and just keep reading Cher tweets?
I would. Nothing would tickle me more.
Awesome. I'll be right back.
All right. What I was going to say was, with Cher, her tweets always feel as if it's the first. Like, this is extremely serious, and this is nothing to be taken lightly, but she tweets as if it's the first time she's heard bad news before, in general. Like, it devolves into poorly punctuated all caps. You could just imagine her yelling at that point, which I'm sure she would. And I was funny, someone who you could see in the public eye doing interviews on record, they speak like a normal person, but if they're older, sometimes when they take to social media, the wheels fall off the wagon. And with the emoji usage and the caps and the spelling, it's we see here on December 6th, "Sorry I've been MIA. I don't feel quite right when we don't talk, but sometimes there's too much on my plate." Now there's a lot to unpack here. One, this is to Twitter. She's tweeting. And this is something I've noticed where people from a certain generation and up will have like a outsized opinion of the importance of social media, because to them it's the first, without growing up with it, it's like the first time they have an implicit global platform, so it makes it feel in some ways more important. They take it more seriously than people who are younger and maybe have grown up with it, or at least have grown up with the internet do. So, Cher saying, "Sorry I've been MIA, I don't feel quite right when we don't talk," Twitter is like, that's good, this is Twitter, you don't have to. And also just the amount of capitalization going on It's yeah. What I had said on the way is a lot of these, these are not to be taken lightly, but Cher tweets often feels like the first time she's ever heard bad news.
Oh yeah, no, I heard you, and I feel you, and it's like when older people tweet, it's like I don't know if you ever saw Tom Hanks's tweets, which maybe we'll take a look at his, but he signs every one of his tweets, like Hanks, yeah, and it's like your account is labeled. So we know it's you, Mr. Hanks, America's dad. We love you. But you don't have to sign it. But I think you kind of nailed it there. Cher, she's been she spent many years as a sex symbol, and she's still an ageless wonder. She's a legend, a living legend. And but when she tweets, it feels a little bit like Aunt Cher or Grandma Cher.
Extremely.
But Travis.
Yes.
That cologne. Can you do me a favor? Can you search Cher perfume reviews?
Sure. I'd be more than happy.
Let's see if there are any reviews for Cher's perfume besides the one that she retweeted. And we'll let you know. I'm a big fan of celebrity perfumes, just that not wearing them, but their existence.
Wow, we got the whole duality right here, the duality of existence.
All right, so there's a 5-star. I'm going to read the 5. There's a 5-star and a 1-star. I'm going to read the 5-star first. This is from December 2020. I purchased this based on the information about different scent notes. They are some of my favorites. Cher doesn't disappoint. Yes, is a bit strong at first, but settles down nicely. I love the scent. Do not understand comments about a baby powder smell. Is classy and spicy, just like Cher. Okay, 5 stars from Donna. Here's Raphael Lungwitz. Terrible smelling, 1 star. The problem with this product is the smell of it. Okay, let's just stop right there. No bueno if you're talking about a perfume. The problem with it is the smell. Other things I could work around. The packaging, okay. Is there a consistency issue? All right. The smell, you put perfume on for the smell. All right, continuing. Absolutely terrible. It's a mix of baby powder, expired bar soap, and dryer wipes. Yikes. There's absolutely no way to wear it. It says wear it, but I think it says wear it. I love Cher. She's my goddess. I've been to several concerts, have a collection of her merchandising products, was super excited about this perfume. I don't know if it says any more on the side there. I'm also a perfume collector. Kudos for the long-lasting fragrance. Stays fixed basically all day long. Would be amazing if it smells good. Yeah, that's what you want. And then, Travis, I have one more question for you. Can we find out how much Cher's perfume costs? If I wanted to buy a bottle, because here's what. Here's what's what, y'all. Okay, what is 58? Oh, yeah, $58.50 for Cher's perfume. Rob is saying, I was thinking how the cologne would smell like fantasy football failure, Mariana almonds and latkes. Oh, yes. I love my Mariani almonds. The official almond of the Your Pal Hal show. And they are not paying me to say that. By the way, Cher, if you would like to advertise your parfum de couture, your eau de couture on the Your Pal Hal show, I will not only sing the praises of your scent, but I will talk mad smack about all the other celebrity colognes. The Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom cologne that they used to have, that's probably long gone. Does Kim Kardashian have a cologne? Boom. That stuff is straight trash, yo. Ariana Grande, does she have a cologne? Britney Spears, Mariah Carey, whatever other pop divas have colognes. I will take a jar, a bottle of that cologne and pour it in the toilet and then flush the whole damn thing to celebrate Cher being the #1 pop diva cologne. I'm not just an advertiser. I'm also a client. Spritz, spritz. The smell of dryer sheets and bar soap. Fresh. I don't have to shower anymore because I wear eau de Cher all over my body, even on my privates. Don't tell anyone. Wow, that just took a turn. Okay, but that's just a taste of what I would do if you, Cher, would advertise with us. Travis, cue the Chiron. Thank you. There you go. All right, it is 12:27. Listen, we had a little too much fun talking about Cher today on the Your Pal Hal show, and that's how it goes. Listen, right here on the Your Pal Hal show on Backchannel, there's a good chance that we might have too much fun. And I'm sorry, but that's the way it goes. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us. It's 12:27 on the West Coast. We're going till 1 o'clock. It is 3:27 on the East Coast, going till 4 o'clock. And it is 2:27 in Omaha, Nebraska, the home of, get ready, Travis, the home of Rob Schaefer, attorney at law.
Bum bum. I don't have it. It's on another app. I didn't have it queued. I'm sorry, Rob.
No worries, Travis. Travis, the best Chiron guy in the biz. When it comes to sound effects, it's all a work in progress, just like the Your Pal Hal show. So I appreciate everybody hanging out with us. You can talk to us by going to backchannel.tv, or you can talk to your device. Use get your smart device's attention. Use the magic word "say" and drop in whatever you want after that. So, smart device, say, "I wear Cher's perfume every day," or smart device, say, "I think that would be a great Christmas gift, Cher's perfume," or smart device, say, "I prefer Blue Diamond almonds to Mariani almonds." And then I'll say, "All right, what are you trying to pick a fight?" We're having fun here. We're oh my good gosh almighty, we're having such a good time. And let's jump into something we've been discussing here over the past couple of weeks. It is the Rotten Tomatoes Christmas movie list. So I think we've come down to the top 10. We have made it into the top 10. Right now, we are going to do 10 through 6, and we will leave the top 5 for a future Your Pal Hal show. So, Travis, if you want to take us into this, was a list compiled by Rotten Tomatoes, the #1 movie aggregator, review aggregator on the internet. They compiled the top 65 Christmas movies, and we've counted down from 65. What a journey this has been. We've come all the way down to the top 10. We've made it. And there have been some twists and turns on this list, folks. I'm not going to lie. You know what? The list made me very angry several times because there's some movies that I consider classics. Modern, like from 20 years ago, but the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And that was like in the 50s, like 59 or something. A Christmas Story, which I feel is one of the top handful of Christmas movies ever. That was at number that was like 15 or something. So let's jump into this list. Travis, are you there? We go. Number 11 was Die Hard was number 11. That should be a top 10 at this point. So I'm a little bit put off. And then they have all these movies that I haven't heard of, like several movies. And I'm like, oh, I vaguely remember that as way high on the list as classics. So maybe I am just too stuck in the past, which is very possible. But like Christmas movies, it's like a time for tradition. And like it's hard to shoehorn in a new tradition. So let's see. Starting at number 10, we'll go from 10 to 6 today. Number 10. Okay. So it's a movie called Tangerine from the director Sean Baker. Now, let's talk about this for a second. Sean Baker, he's got another film out that I'm very interested in, Red Rocket with Simon Rex. It's getting some good reviews. Sean Baker also directed The Florida Project in addition to Tangerine. Tangerine is a beautiful film. And it's an impressive film because it was shot entirely on iPhone. But I would contend that, pardon me as I take a sip of my water and apple cider vinegar. That's my health elixir. I would contend that Tangerine is a little bit too dark to be, excuse me, my health elixir, and I sneeze right after that. It's a little dark to be a beloved Christmas movie. It's Christmas on the seamier side of life. And listen, it's a great movie. But when I think of Christmas movies, I think of holiday classics that you can gather everybody around and watch. And your family, there's going to be some awkward conversations if you watch Tangerine with your family. I love this movie. I recommend everybody within earshot of me right now watch Tangerine. I have no complaints about the movie, the quality of the movie, and the subject matter. I think it's beautifully done and a thoughtful movie. But a Christmas movie, I don't know if you're going to this is a tough watch for the family. Can you click on the synopsis, Travis? I want to let people know what I'm talking about. All right, we're scrolling. Okay, so the synopsis isn't much longer than what was on the other page. But after hearing that her boyfriend / pimp cheated on her while she was in jail, a hooker and her best friend set out to find him and teach him and his new lover a lesson. Okay, yeah, that's it explores the kind of underbelly of Hollywood, and these are trans sex workers who are working the streets of Hollywood, and it's well told, absolutely well made, very impressive because it's on iPhone. Highly recommend. I just feel like it's the movie needs to come with a little bit of a trigger warning in regards to recommending it as a Christmas movie. Travis, get in here for a second. Would you mind? Would you mind, Travis?
No.
Like, yeah, am I right here? Just like recommending this as a Christmas movie is a little bit like, or do we need to expand and open it up to like a Christmas movie that like, hey, it just doesn't just have to be like a family style movie?
I think that's true because also Bad Santa is on this list, and we would all, that's a little more on the nose with Christmas. But if I'm, trying to find consensus here, no matter what, this shouldn't be. This makes you think this list was so algorithmically put together because that's okay, but maybe at number 10, that feels like a bridge way too far.
A little bit. But I don't want anything I say to be taken as like a slight on this movie because I feel like it's an achievement. It's well done. And it gives voice to an underrepresented group of people. The trans community and sex workers, which I think is really valid, and they should have more of a voice. Their stories, and it's fascinating stories, and it's well done, and it's a cast of couple of things I really love about this movie. It's a cast of largely unknowns that
Mhm.
that create a fascinating story to watch. Also, having lived in Los Angeles for 20 years or so now, like the scenes and the background in the film that you see, I'm like, oh, I know that place. Oh, I've been to that donut shop. Oh,
Mhm.
I've gotten a burrito from
Mhm.
that burrito stand. Yes. So, great movie. Number 10 on the list of Christmas movies. Yeah,
Is it set
don't
at
know.
Christmas?
I guess so. I guess so. I don't even like
Wild.
if you had asked me that, I wouldn't have even remembered that.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
there you go. Um, Tangerine number 10. Carol number 9. So Carol, starring one of my favorite actresses, like working today, Kate Blanchett. I love Kate Blanchett. Uh, and it's the story of would you click on let me read the synopsis for Carol. Rob chiming in on Tangerine. I'm not watching Tangerine with my family. If I am watching a Christmas movie, I would rather have a light movie with some laughs instead of a story about a hooker and her unfaithful pimp. Yeah, exactly. Like that's exactly what I'm talking about, Rob. Like in a Christmas movie, I want something that's like gonna give me the spirit. And Tangerine, while it does have like a little bit of the spirit, it's more about seeing kind of like, oh, an untold story about kind of the seedier side of life. And yeah, I do not recommend watching Tangerine with grandma and the nieces and nephews for Christmas. No, that's going to be you're going to have to chase that movie with a lot of delicate, difficult conversations. So I think I can't disagree with you there, Rob. So here's the synopsis of Carol. Uh, Again, this is an R-rated story movie. Therese Belivet spots the beautiful, elegant Carol perusing the doll displays in a 1950s Manhattan department store. The two women develop a fast bond that becomes a love with complicated consequences. Again, Carol, like Carol seems like a forbidden love story. And I say forbidden because it takes place in the 1950s, where live we lived in a we still do, but even more so in the 1950s, a very repressed society. So we're getting some very complicated subject matter in the under the guise of Christmas movies. I don't. Yeah, I like this list. I think Travis like had his finger on it, and we talked about it. Is it a recency bias? Is it a is it their is it the rating? Because the ratings of Carol 94% on the tomato meter, which is certified fresh by a mile. Scroll back up to Tangerine, please. 96% on the tomato meter. So it's the ratings and the recency might have something to do with this, but the subject matter, like I'm it's like, I'm not going to watch Carol as a like, "Hey gang, let's get in the Christmas spirit." That's what I want from a Christmas movie. Carol, I might as well watch Blue is the Warmest Color as like, it's Carol is not a, you know, Miracle on 34th Street. All right? There. Getting that off my chest. Let's go to number 8. Number 8 on the list, Meet Me in St. Louis. So this is a classic musical. I think this absolutely qualifies. This is just a little bit of old time Christmas cheer, a disarmingly sweet musical led by outstanding performances from Judy Garland and Margaret O'Brien. Meet Me in St. Louis offers a holiday treat for all ages. Yeah, this is some classic Christmas schlock for you. Just some old fashioned good times. Click on the synopsis there if you don't mind. 100% on the tomato meter. So wow, 1944. This is a little old timey. I'm not gonna lie. Full disclosure, my dad showed this to me when I was a kid, and I did not have time for it. Like I was not feeling it. But now, like gathered round the hearth and or television, if you don't have a hearth, or maybe you have a hearth and a television, uh, you know, this is probably, it's probably going to give you some old fashioned nice time. But it is very old fashioned. And when I saw this as a kid in like the 80s or 90s, when my dad showed it to me, I'm like, yeah, not so much. But yeah, it's a classic. Meet Me in St. Louis is a classic MGM romantic musical comedy that focuses on four sisters, one of whom is the nonpareil Judy Garland, on the cusp of the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair. The film spotlights the sisters' education in the ways of the world, which includes but isn't limited to learning about life and love, courtesy of the prototypical boy next door. In the end, love accompanied by song, dance, and period costumes, all in glorious technicolor, conquers all. Directed by Vincent Minnelli, who ended up marrying Judy Garland, and they had a daughter whose name is Liza Minnelli. There you go. So it's a classic musical. Meet Me in St. Louis. Oh my goodness, I had a fake out sneeze right there. Oh boy. Don't you hate those fake out sneezes? Liza Minnelli. I remember one of the songs from it, the titular song, Meet Me in St. Louis, Louis, meet me at the fair. You're welcome for that. So, Meet Me in St. Louis, real old timey. If that floats your boat, there you have it. Let's go to number 7. Let's see what number 7 on our list is. Little Women, the most recent Little Women. Okay, so we had the earlier Little Women, and now we have the most recent Little Women. Listen, it's a classic tale. We got a great cast here. Saoirse Ronan, Emma Watson, Florence Pugh. Directed by the delightful Greta Gerwig. I'm a big Greta Gerwig fan. I like Frances Ha. I like all her work with Noah Baumbach, and that's Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig. I think they're a couple in real life. Yeah, so I haven't seen this Little Women, truth be told, but this is a classic tale. So sure, I don't mind it being on the list. Oh yeah, Bob Odenkirk, also in Little Women. So there you go. And then 95% on the tomato meter. And then on the list at number 6, a film that I saw for the first time within the past week or so, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes, I saw it. Last week I saw it for the first time, and damn good movie, and a tight 80 something, like 85 minutes or so. Nightmare Before Christmas, great Christmas movie, and great Halloween movie, because we got Halloween Town, we got Christmas Town. Not directed by Tim Burton, directed by Henry Selick, but they changed the name to Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. And in learning a little bit about this movie, it was not a theatrical hit. Like, this movie did not set the world on fire. And then it took on a secondary life on cable, on Blu-ray and DVD, VCRs. Like, this movie later became a hit. and then like the secondary market and the sales and everything. And then overseas, there was a huge contingent in Europe, in Asia, in Japan, that like the style of this movie. And Tim Burton has an inimitable style, a very specific, cool look to so many of his films. And he produced this film, and the script and the story he had a hand in. But the visuals, like, it really took on a life of its own and went, straight to Hot Topic and became just legendary. This movie, the look of this movie, the characters. Even if you haven't seen this movie, you probably know Jack Skellington and Sally and just so many iconic images from this film. Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King, he wants to change things up, and he gets enamored with Christmas and wants to bring it to. He's not satisfied with what he has, and he wants to do it better than ever before. And listen, we learn a message that the grass isn't always greener, and to appreciate what we have. Voices of Chris Sarandon, who, if you have ever seen, what the vampire movie with Chris Sarandon, Fright Night. Fright Night is a great one, great vampire scary movie. Danny Elfman's music, Catherine O'Hara, just a fantastic flick. The Nightmare Before Christmas. I like that. I like the placement of Nightmare Before Christmas. So we're going to come back. We got the top five. We got the top five for another time. That is The Nightmare Before Christmas at number 6. And but overall, this list a little iffy. Just because you got some dark subject matter there. I'm not talking dark like Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm talking like, adult themes. I don't necessarily like Bad Santa. That's just, it's adult, but I don't want to, get Bad Santa. It's R-rated. So you're probably going to want to wait on that for the little kids. Although, I don't know. It depends on your household. I grew up in a household with 4-letter words. Listen, my dad's vocabulary was very colorful. Let's just say that. Folks, we're getting close to the end here of the Your Pal Hal show. What a fun ride this has been. I appreciate everybody. Maya's in the house. Thank you for joining, Maya. Maya, feel free to join in and with our question that we're going to ask. We usually do a this or that. This is a specific question that I'm going to be asking you. Travis, do you want to come in here for our, this is more of a question of the day than a this or that.
All right.
And Rob, if you're hanging out with us, anyone else who's hanging out with us, feel free to chime in and answer this question. If you could only wear one outfit for the rest of your life, barring like if you needed a raincoat or a winter jacket or something, that's fine. One outfit for the rest of your life, what would it be? And this outfit would have to, think about it. You're gonna have some summer days, you're gonna have some winter days, you're gonna have some casual events, hanging out times, and you're also gonna have more formal events that you're gonna might have to show up to once in a while. But this is your outfit. Travis?
Locked.
Any thoughts?
Got it. Yep.
Oh, okay. Lay it on me, buddy.
I've been training for this my entire life. My fashion sense hasn't changed much since the 8th grade, and it's only sort of found its way from that point. If I was to pick an all-purpose outfit, it would be black jeans that are nice, newer, black jeans. And then one of those long-sleeve Henley shirts with the 3 buttons there.
Gotcha.
Something nice, solid color. And then just like a nicer pair of sneakers. I feel confident not only in any setting, but I would feel comfortable in that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. There you go. The Henley shirt, the nice black jeans and a nice pair. What kind of sneakers? I'm a sneaker guy. You can't just say a nice pair of sneakers.
I have to figure it out because it depends on how I perceive my schedule. Now, if I want to go truly all purpose, I do like some like Chukkas or like Clarks or something like that. But I just, I've had a pair of Nike Kill Shots that have lasted me about a year and change at this point, and I really cannot, I can't fault the longevity, so I might have to go with that because they're comfortable, they last a long time, and they really do fit anywhere.
Gotcha. Yeah. Very nice. Our friend Rob Schaefer chiming in, and Rob, I have one more question for you. Do you have any do you have any thoughts on the shoes? Or are you just like, a pair of black dress shoes, brown dress shoes, or a pair of like nice sneakers? Any thoughts on that, Rob? But Rob chimes in, and you can't go. Rob is a classy son of a gun, because and Rob, he might have to show up in court, so he's got to be dressed appropriately. 3-piece pinstripe suit. Damn, sharp dressed man. Fedora, and to top it all off, monocle. Rob Schaefer going monocle. I like it. Yes. Travis nailing it. It's, you know what? It's never too late. Never too late. Thank you, Travis. So nicely done, Rob Schaefer. Me, I thought about this years ago, and I think I might stick with it. Either LA Scritto shoes, my outfit, everything. There you go. He's got the shoes down. I like it. Rob, killing it. I think, Rob, you're going to come out the classiest here. Okay, so me, I'm going to say, because I want something that's going to be comfortable, but that's I can also wear to something a little nicer. So I'm going to say either like a navy blue. I had these navy blue like khaki / jeans, but they weren't denim. They were like a nicer pant. So like a navy blue pant, a nice gray t-shirt, and a black, like kind of all-purpose blazer. Like that's like kind of a material, like a softer material, not like a suit jacket, but like a blazer that like you can wear a little more casually. And I feel like the blazer over that combo, it just looks clean and nice. And then I could take off the blazer and I'm pretty casual with the t-shirt and the nice and the kind of casual pant. So I'm going to go gray t-shirt, black blazer, navy blue pant, with either an Air Max or an Air Jordan. With an Air Max or a Jordan 1, an Air Max or a Jordan 1, because I am a sneaker guy. And that's it. And I'm listen, Rob, you might show up a little overdressed, but you know what? You're going to get are those the shoes?
Those are the shoes. Those are the shoes.
Sharp. Ooh. Listen, Rob, you're doing your thing. I like it. I love that you had just the name and the brand and everything on deck there. That's a good look. That's some good looking stuff right there. Yeah, me, I might get turned away at a nice restaurant. Rob, if I'm meeting you for dinner at the finest restaurant in town and they say, collared shirt required, I'd be SOL. So there it is. Trench coat joined the show from the toilet. Thank you, Trench coat. Glad to have you here. And finally, our last segment of the show. We're postponing that other segment that we've talked about several times, Travis. This segment is called Hal gives you. Hal reads off the personal items on his desk. This is a rejected segment. So Travis suggested this segment, and I'm not going to read you off what my what the number on my AAA card is. I don't want you to be able to use my AAA membership. I'm not going to give you my Starbucks Gold card numbers. Travis,
I'm sorry.
That would be a travesty.
Ah.
How often have you gotten that in the past?
Less than you'd think, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
And well, it's probably because you are, I mean, just in my knowing, you are rarely a travesty, but so there wouldn't be much cause to use that. But you want me to start reading out all of my personal identification numbers to a handful of people who are here, and that's a bridge too far. Okay, so that's a rejected segment that I'm not going to kind of start going over and like actually doing.
All right, let me get the first number on the AAA. What's the first number on the AAA card?
I want to thank everybody for joining us on the Your Pal Hal show today on Backchannel. We are here Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the West Coast. We are here from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the East Coast, and from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. in Omaha, Nebraska. I want to thank everybody who hung out with us. I want to thank the good folks at Backchannel. Shout out to Rob. Shout out to everybody who spent time with us. Shout out to Trenchcoat. Come back, join us tomorrow, and we'll see you then. And also, you know who's going to be back tomorrow? The best Chiron guy in the biz. See you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.